What is the VMD hiding from you? This is their response to my email. Playing silly buggers. And my reply to their response, under Section 43(3) of the Freedom of Information Act 2000, we are entitled to neither confirm nor deny whether we hold the requested information, where doing so would be likely to prejudice the commercial interests of a third party under Section 43(2). Disclosure or even confirmation of the existence or absence of applications would be commercially sensitive, as it could reveal confidential product development timelines, applicants' strategic positioning, or ongoing evaluation processes. This would be likely to prejudice both the applicants' commercial interests and the integrity of the regulatory process. We acknowledge the public interest in transparency. However, this is outweighed by the stronger public interest in safeguarding the confidentiality of commercial information and preserving a fair and effective regulatory system. Confirming or denying the existence of information would itself risk undermining these key interests. Therefore, for questions 1, 2, and 3, we must refuse to confirm or deny whether the requested information is held, relying on the exemption provided by Section 43(3). The VMD has completed an in-depth assessment of Librela, an injectable anti-nerve growth factor monoclonal antibody therapy for pain relief injection for dogs with arthritis. As part of our ongoing surveillance activities, the VMD has not conducted any internal reviews, horizon scanning, or preparatory assessments relating to anti-nerve growth factor (NGF) blocking monoclonal antibodies for veterinary use beyond its established regulatory functions. Information releasable to the public in keeping with the spirit and effect of the FOIA-EIR and the government's transparency agenda. We will place this request on gov.uk in due course. We will not place information identifying you on gov.uk.com. Copyright. The information provided may be subject to copyright. Reuse may require permission from the copyright holder. Crown copyright material is generally reusable under the Open Government License, nationalarchives.gov.uk. For information about the OGL and about reusing Crown copyright information, please see the National Archives. Review rights. If you are dissatisfied with our response, you may request an internal review within 40 working days. Please contact the Data Protection Manager at postmaster@vmd.gov.uk.com. You may also e-circulate to the Information Commissioner's Office via www.ico.org.uk/FOIcomplaints.com. My reply: request for internal review, FOI 2026-0027. Dear Data Protection Manager, I request an internal review of the response issued by the Veterinary Medicines Directorate, VMD, to my Freedom of Information request, FOI 2026-00270. The response relies on Section 43(3) of the Freedom of Information Act 2000 to neither confirm nor deny whether the VMD holds information regarding potential marketing authorization applications for Lenivia, Izanavimab, and Portela, Rolfovimab. I do not consider that the application of the Section 43(3) neither confirm nor deny provision has been adequately justified. Under the Freedom of Information Act, a public authority may only rely on Section 43(3), where confirming or denying the existence of information would itself be likely to prejudice commercial interests. Under Section 43(2), the prejudice must be real, actual, and of substance, and the authority must demonstrate a clear causal link between confirmation and the alleged harm. The response provided does not explain how confirmation of whether a marketing authorization application has been submitted would cause such prejudice. Confirmation of regulatory submissions is commonly disclosed by regulators and does not in itself reveal confidential technical data, proprietary research, or commercially sensitive dossier content. In addition, the response does not appear to address several key principles set out in guidance issued by the Information Commissioner, including the requirement that neither confirm nor deny. Responses must be narrowly applied and supported by specific evidence of likely prejudice. The expectation that public authorities consider whether partial confirmation or high-level information could be disclosed without causing harm. The need to properly weigh the public interest, where the information relates to regulatory oversight affecting public or animal health. The products referenced in my request are anti-nerve growth factor monoclonal antibody therapies intended for veterinary use. Products in this class are already authorized in the United Kingdom and subject to ongoing pharmacovigilance monitoring. There is therefore a clear public interest in transparency regarding regulatory oversight and the potential development or assessment of related therapies. Transparency regarding whether regulatory applications have been submitted contributes to public confidence in the regulatory framework and does not inherently undermine commercial interests. Furthermore, the VMD has confirmed that it has conducted an in-depth assessment of Librela as part of ongoing surveillance activities. This demonstrates that regulatory engagement with this therapeutic class is already publicly acknowledged, which further weakens the justification for a blanket INCND response regarding related products. For these reasons, I request that the internal review reconsider 1. Whether the use of Section 43(3) to neither confirm nor deny the existence of information is appropriate in this case. 2. Whether confirmation of the existence or absence of marketing authorization applications can be provided without prejudice to commercial interests. 3. Whether partial disclosure or high-level information could be released in accordance with the duty to provide information, where reasonably possible. If the VMD maintains its reliance on Section 43, I request that the internal review provide a fuller explanation of the specific prejudice envisaged and how the public interest test has been applied. If the outcome of the internal review continues to rely on Section 43(3) without a more detailed justification, I intend to refer the matter to the Information Commissioner's Office for independent consideration. I look forward to receiving the outcome of the internal review within the statutory time frame. Yours sincerely, Ann McPherson.